Let's continue. There was some power breakage, so this problem, question number 27, we are taking in the new video. So that is, so it will take in the new video, don't worry, it's a continuation of the last video only. Fine. Question number 27, page number 170, mark as important. When was it asked? It was asked in November 2017 for 16 marks. For 16 marks. Now before we start, let us check what was given in the what was asked. I'm reading the last 3 lines of the problem. Compute the total income for assessment year 2021, indicating the reasons for treatment and ignoring the provisions relating to MAT. The due date for filing return of income for assessment year 2021 is to be taken as 30th September 2020. Is to be taken as 30th September 2020. Okay, let's start. Jupiter Constructions Limited. Jupiter Constructions Limited, an Indian company, is engaged, underline engaged, not married, in the business of execution of civil contracts. Also, I am a builder. Awarded by various companies, central government and state government, in relation to infrastructure facility. Both I can mean construction of road, dam, bridges, flyovers, airports. I mean the construction business. The statement of profit and loss account as on 31st March 2020 reveals a net profit before tax of 85 lakhs after debiting or crediting of the following items. There are few adjustments given and down other information. Before I start, strike off point number I. Okay, strike off point number I. This will be covered in module 1 topic. I have not covered yet, so I am striking off. Once I complete the topic, you can go through that point and you can check the answer in the suggested answer. But I am assuming this point is not there. This is on REIT, business trust concept. Okay, I know you don't remember, it's okay. So better we strike off, you revise, then you can go through this. Chalo. What is net profit given? Come to the answer and write. Second column, 85 rupees in lakhs, and change the assessment year also to 2021. Change the assessment year also to 2021. Let's start. Interest of rupees 3 lakhs. Underline interest. 43B will apply. Which basis? Payment basis. Eppadi varaku pay cheyali? Kab tak pay karna? On or before the due date of filing return of income. Paid for the last quarter for financial year 1920. Was paid on 20th October 2020. And question lo last 3 lines mein he gave the due date of the company 30th September. But when did you pay? 20th October. Before due date, after due date. So currently it will be disallowed. Next year, financial year 2021, it will be allowed. But we are in 1920, so it will be disallowed. Right there. Disallow, add back. Disallow, add back. Now come to the answer. Can you see interest to financial institutions? First one, page 171.1. What is the amount of interest? Write 3 in the first column. Read. This is 2021-22. This is 2021-22. Shall we continue? Second adjustment. 6 lakhs paid in India to Mr. a non-resident towards technical services without the TDS were however paid on 30th October 2020. So no, how much payment you made? 6 lakhs. You were supposed to deduct TDS and pay before 30th September 2020. You paid on 30th October 2020. It means it will be disallowed, and next year it will be allowed. Now we check whether the party is resident or non-resident. If resident unte 30% will be disallowed. If it's non-resident, 100% will be disallowed, and it will be allowed in the next year. But we are not in the next year, we are in the current year. So right there, 100% disallowed. 100% disallowed, and the section number is 40A clause 1. Section number is 40 subsection A clause 1. Okay, now come to the answer. Page on number 172, 171. Point number 2, fees for technical. What is the amount given? So write there 6 lakhs. Write there 6 lakhs. Okay. Now listen. Point number C. A is done, right? A is done. B is done. Now point number C. Everyone. Damages amount to 15 lakhs paid to Government of West Bengal as per the terms of the for the defects found in construction. Listen. I already covered. I can prove. I constructed a flyover that was not up to the mark in West Bengal. West Bengal government filed a case against me that you violated the contract and it's not at quality flyover or bridge, and I was supposed to pay damages of 15 lakhs. Question number 1, can I debit to penal account? Answer is yes. What did company do? Debited. What we are supposed to do? No adjustment. Sir, ee point ekkada undi sir? Damages for violation of breach of contract. Open section 37 notes in your PGBP PDF file, or if you have written in the notebook, section 37 in your notebook or PGBP notes. Under section 37 you have conditions. Under conditions you will have 3-4 note points. Under that you will have one of the note points for violation of the contract. Note number 3. That is what we are covering. Breach of contract allowed as deduction. So right there, AAD बोलतो allowed as deduction, no adjustment. No adjustment. Clear? Yes or no? Sure. Continue. Come to the answer. Can you see page 171? Damages for breach of contract hyphen. Page 171. Now read the paragraph. Shall we continue? Sure. Next, adjustment number D. Depreciation charged is 20 lakhs. Come to additional information number 1 and give an arrow mark. Depreciation as per Income Tax Act is 25 lakhs. So basic best adjustment, simplest adjustment. We will add 20. We will less 25. So under 20 you write plus sign. Under 25 you write minus sign. We will add 20. We will less 25. Come to page 171. You will find the heading depreciation. Here you should add how much? Add. Write there 20. Now come to page 172. Page 172. You will find heading less depreciation as per Income Tax Act. How much? minus 25 बोल के लिख दो सेकेंड कॉलम में. Sorry, first column. This is my first column where I wrote. There only you write first column. Shall we continue? Next. Now listen. E point will be covered at the end. We'll go to F. Profit on 10 lakhs on sale of land to USA, which is wholly owned subsidiary company. Give an arrow mark to additional information number 2. Land sold to Neptune was acquired at a cost of 30 lakhs in financial year 13-14. Value on the date of sale of stamp duty was 50. CIA was 220 and 1920 is 289. I am requesting you to go through both the points once again. Point F under adjustment, point 2 under other information, then I'll start explaining. Quick, just have a look, quick. ठीक है. Now shall we start explaining? Shall we? Sure. Now listen. First of all, what is profit given? Profit on sale. How much given? 10 lakhs. And you credited this to P&L account. Profit is given as 10 lakhs and you credited to P&L account. Is it a business income or capital gain income? Capital gain. So what you credited to P&L account, we will less from PGBP. We will less from PGBP. Am I clear till here? Sure. And then we will take under a head called income from capital gains. What is cost given? Cost is directly given. How much? 30 lakhs. Indexation values are given. Index cost of acquisition 30 lakhs into 289 by what is denominator? 220. 39 lakh 40,909. We are taking rupees in lakhs. But what is sale consideration? How can sale be 30 lakhs? Vinandi put. Please know. Don't ask any logic and all. I'll explain this in capital gains. And if capital gains is done for you, it becomes very easy. My cost is how much? 30 lakhs. I sold at a profit of 10 lakhs. So my actual sale consideration will be 40 lakhs. My actual sale consideration will be 40 lakhs. but government says stamp duty value is 50 lakhs. Government says stamp duty value is 50 lakhs, and we have a section in capital gains called 50C. We have a section in capital gains called 50C. Now please understand, stop writing. Understand. I sold for 40. That should be logically be treated as sale consideration. But government says, "Ray, waste fellow seller, do you have brains? When you are in a position to sell for 50, when the value of the property is 50, why did you sell for 40? When you are in a position to get 50 lakhs from the market, you only got 40 lakhs. You got less, but we want tax on 50. That is your problem. I don't know why you sold at less value when you are in a position to get 50. You got only 40. So we will take sale consideration under which section? 50 as 50 lakhs. We will also check the percentage of difference. Percentage of difference should also exceed 5%. Okay, that 50C may it will be covered. Please deduct. $10.59091. This will be called long-term capital gain. Again I am repeating, why did we take 50? Because we have one section called 50C which says you sold for 40, agreed, but you should have some thoda common sense and brains. When you are in a position to sell for 50, why did you only sell for 40? Clear? Shall we continue? Yes or no? Now listen. So now please do whatever I am saying. Come to page 172. Can you see the heading less? Profit on sale of. How much profit you created to P&L account? 10. Right in the first column. What is this story? You will not understand now. Will be covered separately under capital gains. 47K. छोड़ दो अभी. खाली 10 बोल के लिख दो. लिख दिए? Now come down. Can you see income from capital gain? Sale price. How much we got? 50. Right, 50. And it's 289. Down 1. 289 by 220. How much we got? Write this value here. 39.40909. Deduct. Write income from capital gains in the second column. 10.59091. These values has to be written here. These values has to be written here. Capital gains has, the net capital gain has to be written in the second column. यहाँ तक story clear? Sure. Shall we continue? Point number G. Retention money amounting to held by which can be released after expiry of on the satisfaction of, as per we covered in one of the problems, retention money will be treated as income in the year in which the construction is completed. Retention money bolto, if I have to pay 10 rupees, I will retain 2 rupees and I'll pay the balance. The 2 rupees will be paid only after the construction is completed. That amount is called retention money. So that is what, which adjustment? G. Read that adjustment with point number 3, additional information. G, you read with additional information point number 3. The company informs you that till assessment year 1920, the company did not include retention money in its, in the absence of right to receive such money based on which has been accepted by, it means I did not include retention money in my total income, in I did not create to penal account, but this is the year to credit, because that now you have creating based on judicial pronouncements. So till now I did not credit, I did not treat it as income, because that will be treated as income in the year in which the construction is completed. So and come to here and write, will be treated as income. Add to PGBP, will be treated as income, taxable under PGBP, taxable under PGBP. Now come to page 171. Can you see heading retention money held by? Ikkada 10 बोल के लिखो. You can read the story in the next page. You can read the story in the next page. I hope the speed is very fine, very slow, and as per your convenience. Else will not take 3 hours for doing 2 problems or 3 problems. And after this, one more problem we'll do, which you will do. I will only give you the hints for each adjustment. You will do and show me right now. Shall we continue? Sure. Now this completes point number G. Now comes to point number H. Adjustment number H. Now be careful before I start with H. So no, the logic of that point. I have to explain the background also. Then only you will understand. Else you have to by heart. I don't want you to by heart anything. Listen. If I open a fixed deposit, if I open what? Fixed deposit, and on interest, that interest will be taxable under IFOS. From 1961, this is the rule. Whenever you open an FD and you earn interest, that income will be taxable under which head? Income from other sources. 3 years back, a circular has come. What has come? Circular has come, which says, listen now, if a construction company got a state contract, got what? For example, Telangana government gave a contract to construction company for a new flyover in SR Nagar. So state government will insist to construction company, you open one FD, you open one, bank will give you interest నువ్వే తీసుకో, నువ్వంటే construction company. So construction company is asking, then why are you insisting me on opening an? State government says, in future, if you are not able to complete the construction on time, in future, if you find the construction is not as per desired quality, that FD amount we will take back. Who will take back? state government will take back. It means that FD is nothing but it is as equivalent to guarantee. That FD amount is nothing but as equivalent to guarantee. Who is getting the interest on FD? Construction company. Government clarified that will be taxable under PGBP. Because the FD is not an investment here. FD is taken as a guarantee to be given to state government if in future something goes wrong. State government will release the FD and that FD will be now belonging to state government. Am I clear with the background of the point? If you want, you can copy this somewhere for your knowledge. Okay. Now let's continue the problem. Point number H. 3 lakhs being interest on FD made with a bank as margin money for obtaining a guarantee required by state government for a particular contract. The question now is it taxed under PGBP or IFOS? PGBP. What did company do? Company credited to P&L account. So company said treatment is correct, no adjustment required. Right there, it's a business income. It's a business income already credited to P&L account. No adjustment required. Okay. Sure. Now come to the answer. Page 172. Can you see interest on FDR with right hyphen and read the adjustment, read the story. Okay. What is point number 3 under dividend from REIT? I have already told you to strike off that adjustment, so strike off this also. I repeat, once we are done with business trust in module 1 topic, you can answer that adjustment. I don't want to complicate right now, but you can definitely answer. For whom day by students already done, you can check the answer in your suggested answer, you will understand. But for that, you should have in-depth knowledge of business trust. Sure. Next, this completes adjustments. Now we are left with other information. We are done. We are left with E. Now listen. Adjustment number E. Market to market losses amounting to 6 lakhs in respect of unsettled derivative contract. The contract was settled in May 2020 with a gain of 1 lakh. अब यहाँ देखो what aim, how much is the loss? Market to market loss. Market to CVD clarification వచ్చింది. If it's a market to market loss in a settled derivative contract, DC बोलते derivative contract, and unsettled बोलते incomplete. What is derivative? You will say something underlying asset and all. That is your headache. I'm not bothered. Now listen. Market to market loss. If it is a, it can be debited to P&L account. And if it's unsettled, it cannot be debited to P&L account. Next, when I use the word debited, write there bracket mein AAD, allowed as deduction, and here you write not AAD, means what? Not allowed as deduction. Now see the bit once again. Is it talking about settled derivative or unsettled derivative contract? We are talking about adjustment number E. Is it talking about settled or unsettled? Unsettled, but it cannot be debited. But you debited. What happened to profit? Profit decreased. We will add back. How much you will add? 6 lakhs. Come to page 171. Can you see the word market to market losses? Akkada you write 6. And what is the gain we got on the contract finally? 1 lakh. Which year low we got 1 lakh? May 2020. Right there. It will be taxable in the next year, because our financial ends in March 2020, and this got in which year? May 2020. So it will be taxable in the next year and not taxable in the current year. It is taxable in the next year and not taxable in the current year. Am I clear till here? Sure. Next. So are we done with the adjustments, please? Now come to other information. How many other information we have? 5. We are done with 1, 2, 3. We are left with 4 and 5. Come to 5. The company's accounts are required to be audited under 44 AB. That is just an information. Nothing has to be done here. There is a difference between adjustment and information. It is just an information. You're not supposed to do anything. Just for your knowledge, he is giving the problem. It's an audit case, tax audit case. Okay. Now we are left with 4. Mark as very important adjustment. I'll give you 2 minutes. Read it, then I'll explain. Quick, everyone. Mark as important. Shall I start reading the information now? I hope you must have understood. It is section 80 double J double A we are talking about here. 80 double J double A. Now be careful. Whatever I am asking, please answer. Sure. How many new employees were recruited? 20 new employees were recruited. Am I clear with this? How many? 20. How many new employees were recruited? 20. And all the new employees were a participating member of recognized provident fund. Am I clear? Yes or no? Okay. Now listen. Number of employees. How many total? 20. Out of which 5 joined. 5 joined. Sorry, you have to change the dates. Please change the dates by 1 year each value. November 19, 1st May 19, again 1st May 19. That's it. And ikkada also 1st May 19. Shall we continue? Sure. Now listen. Number of employees 5 joined on which date? November 2019. November 2019. So can I say they are working for less than 240 days? Because one of the conditions is they should minimum work for 240 days. It means for those new 5 workers, 80 double J double A will not apply. Baba, yes or no? Shall we continue? Next. How many balance? Balance is 15. 15 was joined on May 2019. Am I clear? So total became 20. It means they are working for more than or equal to 240 days. यहाँ तक story clear? अब विनंडी. Out of this 15, 10 employees were offered a salary of 24,500 per month, and 5 employees were offered a salary of 32,000 per month. One of the conditions under 80 double J double A is they should minimum work for 240 days. They should be a member of RPF. Their salary should be less than 25,000. Here, this is okay. This is not okay. And one more condition is salary should be paid in any mode other than cash, bearer check and cross check. So how many new workers employed? 20. But how many are eligible for 80 double J double A? Only 10. These 5 are gone. This 5 is also gone. Out of this 10, 1 employee ki we are paying in cash. Check karo given. Out of this 10, 1 employee ki we are paying in, sorry, cash kaadu, bearer check. We are paying in bearer check. So we thought how many employees were eligible for 80 double J double A? 10. But the answer is only 9 employees are eligible for 80 double J double A out of 20 employees. Beautiful point made. If you have depth knowledge under 80 AAA, then only you can solve this kind of adjustment in the exam. So how many are eligible? 9 employees. Be careful. Be careful. Everyone, take your calculators. What is the salary of these 9 employees? Calculator. 24,500 per month. That is per employee. Into 9 employees. How much? 24,500 per month into 9 employees. How much? 2,20,500. When did they join? 1st to May. May to March will be 11 months. Into 11 months. Uska 30% you will get in 3 years. Into 30%. 727. That should be the answer. That you will get now, next year as well as the next year. So कितना आता सर वापस बोलो. डिडक्शन ఎంత వస్తుంది? 9 employees into 25,000 per 500 PMPE. You know what is PMPE? Per month per employee into 11 months. Why 11 months? We are starting from May 19 to March 20. We are starting from May 19 into March 20. उसका 30%. कितना आ रहा बोलो? 727,650. Am I clear with detailed explanation on this point now, please? I request you to read that point once again. That is additional information, point number 4. Please read it once again in your note material. Additional information, point number 4. Please read it now. Please read additional information, point number 4. Shall we start? Now come to page 173. Page 173. Can you see the heading deduction under 80 AAA? 30% of, लिखो यहाँ 30% of 24,25,500. How much we got? 7.27650 in bracket. 7.27650. Clear? Guys, clear? Now do one thing. Come to page 172 down. Read this story till the next page for 80 JJAA. Start reading. Please start reading the story of this point. Important for your depth knowledge. Yes, shall I continue? Now listen. Now, What is the last additional information? Point number 5. The company accounts are required to be, because one of the conditions under 80JJAA is books of accounts shall be audited. You can check your deductions notes also under 80JJAA under that conditions. One of the conditions is the books of accounts shall be audited under section 44 AB. And look at that point is given. It means he's telling that the company is eligible for 80JJAA deduction. What if the point is not given, sir? Then you can write an assumption. It is assumed that the company is under tax audit and 80JJAA is available. That assumption you can make in the exam. Let's start in your calculators, please. We are starting with 3. 3 plus 6, please start. Plus 20, plus 6, plus 10. Then how much? 45. Okay, do one thing. No. Take this 85 in the first column. And start with 85 now. 85 plus 3 plus 6 plus 20 plus 6 plus 10. 130. So right here 130 on page number 172. Page number 172 here 130. Then the heading is less. Bracket में लिखो minus 10 0 0 0 minus 25. 130 minus 10 minus 25. That you take in the second column. That is your profit and gains of business or profession. To that add capital gain income 10.59091. That is your GTI 105.59091. 105.59091. That is called gross total. Deduct 80JJAA deduction 7.27650. लिखो 98.314144. This is your answer. I repeat, intentionally have deducted business trust ka adjustment. That's very simple, but I know that you don't remember right now and I cannot explain the entire business trust for you to explain that point. Revise business trust concept, then you go through, you will understand. For morning batch it will be covered in module 1 topics. So this completes 27. Now the last problem of your module is 17. Page 154. Page 154. I repeat, I will give all the adjustments right now. I'll give the time also right now. You will do and show me right now. Okay, shall we start? Shall we start? This is for practice, but in our pro forma we'll have 2 add items, 2 less items. Please first note down the adjustments in the material, then you can start the answer. I'll give the treatment of each adjustment, don't worry. Now listen. Seed Limited is engaged in business of whenever manufacturing only 2 concepts: normal depreciation, additional depreciation. You have to do this problem in your notebook because you don't have place in the next page. You have to do the problem in the notebook, and I want you to try the working notes on your own. Then only you will learn, and by 2 days, by 1 day time, maybe by Thursday evening, I'll send the working notes in the group and you can check your working notes and my working notes. Meaning should match. Language, if it's not match, does not matter. Meaning should match. Am I clear? Let's continue. Its profit and loss account shows a net profit of 500 lakhs ended on 31st March 2020 after debiting and crediting the following items. I want you to number the adjustments. Number karo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 adjustments we have. Okay, and there is no additional information concept. Again I am repeating, we will have 2 add items, we will have 2 less items. One add item heading will be items debited to P&L account, one less item will be less items credited. Then only less, only add. We'll start with the 8th one. Donation paid to rupees by way of, what did you do? You debited to P&L account. Is it a business expenditure? No, we will add under PGBP under 1. You debited to P&L account, as a result profit decreased. We are adding back the profit, and you will also get deduction under section 80 GGB. You will also get deduction under section 80 GGB because the donation is in any mode other than cash. बट PGBP में पहले ऐड करना, ऐड 1 बोल तो कहाँ ऐड करते, ऐड 1 मीन्स ऐड आइटम्स डेबिटेड टू P&L अकाउंट में ऐड करते. Shall I continue? Next, number 6, the company purchased goods of rupees from Beta whose directors have the market rate is 50. Government says, रे पिच्छी fellow, पागल आदमी, when you can buy the goods for 54, you bought at that too from relatives. So we have a section called 40A2. We have a section called 40A2. I gave my example of me and my brother both having kirana shop. What is the difference? Difference is 1 lakh. That we will add under PGBP, add 1. I hope you understood the concept. Yes or no? So next, adjustment number 3. Rupees 5 lakhs contribution to university under section, that is 150%. That is 150%. Now listen how to do. No, you can do directly also. 150% of 5 lakhs minus 5 lakhs, that is 2.5. You will get extra deduction. Means my profit will increase or decrease. My profit will decrease, and you will do less under less 2. You will do less under less 2. Why not less 1? Less 1 heading is items credited. This is not a credit item, this is a debit item. So if it does not come under add 1 less 1, it comes under add 2 or less 2. Simple logic. How much is less 2? 2.5 lakhs. Now come to point number 7. Issue of bonus shares, how much? 10 lakhs. Alteration of MOA, how much? How much I debited? 10 plus 2. Now debited. 10 lakhs also debited. 2 lakhs. Now the question is, we should know, can they debit? Can they debit? Come to running notes. Page number 29. Running notes, page number 29. Heading क्या है? Expenditure incurred on issue of shares and debentures. Now, can you see issue of bonus shares? That is given under allowed. Can you see increase in authorized capital? That is given under not allowed. Correct? No. Now come to the problem. Page number क्या था? Come to 154 once again. 10 lakhs is for which expenditure? Issue of, right there, allowed as deduction, no adjustment because you already debited. Allowed as deduction, no adjustment. Next, 2 lakhs, not allowed as deduction. Add under 1 under PGBP. Add under 1 under PGBP. Am I clear? Okay. Now come to adjustment number 5. Remember this rule, even if your article you should know, write one point here. TDS shall be deducted. TDS shall be deducted excluding GST value. Now listen the logic. You are an auditor. You gave an audit bill to your client, 1 lakh. How much? To that you will add GST at 18%. How much GST? 18,000. CGST 9,000, HGST 9,000. Total becomes 1 lakh 18,000. Will your client deduct TDS under 194J? Yes. Now the question is, will he deduct on 1 lakh or 1 lakh 18,000? CBD clarified he will deduct on deducted excluding GST value. It means he will deduct only on 1 lakh. He will not deduct on 1 lakh 18 because if you deduct on 1 lakh 18 it becomes a double taxation or cascading effect. GST will always be deducted on value. Value is not given. On value excluding GST value. On value excluding GST value. Okay. Next. So now read the point. Rent paid professional charges to a consultant including GST. Tax was not deducted on the service tax portion for both the payments. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. It should be deducted on value excluding GST, right there. No adjustment required because they did correctly only. Now come to adjustment number 2. Adjustment number 2. The company made cash payments for purchase or an expenditure as follows. What are the given? Please check and read loudly. On 4th June 2019, change the date, 5 lakhs due to bank strike. Next, 5th June 2019, demand from supplier. Next, 7 May 2019, 50,000. 8th January 2020, 75,000. 2nd March 2020, 32,000. Am I clear? These are paid to goods transport operator. First point. And all the payments are made in cash. All the payments are made in cash. Am I clear? How much is the first payment? 5 lakhs due to it is allowed. No adjustment for this because already debited. It's already debited. It's allowed because it is covered under exceptions to 40A3. Exceptions to 40A3. Open your running notes. Open your running notes, page number 35. Page number 35. You'll find down. Here, payment made to a person on a day when the banks are closed. These are exceptions to 40A3. You read the heading now then. Heading क्या था check करो. In the following cases, expenditure will not be, both the expenditure will be allowed even if the payment is made by cash, cross check or bearer check and exceeds 10,000 or అంత డెప్త్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఉండాలి, ఉత్త డెప్త్ నాలెడ్జ్ रहना to do all these concepts. Next, second one, payment of 7 lakhs demanded from supplier. what demand చేసే ఇస్తావా, उन पूछा तो दे देते क्या, disallow. We will add under PGBP under add 1. If he asks will you give, what nonsense is this? Next, payment to GTO, goods transport operator. The only rule under that is the payment limit is 35,000. Is it more than 35? First case lo 50,000. This also disallow. Add 1. 75,000 also disallow. Add 1. 32,000 not disallow. No adjustment because it's less than 35. Am I clear? So what is the total I should add now? 7 lakhs plus 50,000 plus 75,000, 8 lakhs. This is the total I should add under PGBP under add 1. Am I very clear with the logic? The depth रहना sir, then only you can solve. Again చెప్తున్నా, it's not that simple and it's not that difficult also. I'm not saying it's difficult, but it's voluminous. Next, so I hope you have copied this. So we should add 8.25 totally under PGP and add 1. Don't add this and this again 8.25. Either take separately 7.5.75 or you take consolidated value 8.25, but don't take both, it will be double impact. Oh please, don't make chiller mistakes in exam. Shall I continue? Sure. Next, that was adjustment number 2. Come to 4. Sales tax of, underline sales tax, 43B payment. 43B payment. 43B, go page number 35 in the running notes. 35 or 36, I don't. 32 in the running notes. 32 in the running notes. Can you see this now? Any tax, duty, cess payable to government. That is fifth tree. Any tax, duty, cess payable to government. That is under which section? 43B. That is debited on which basis? Payment basis. Continue now. Sales tax of rupees pertaining to year ended 31st March 16. Correct only. Correct only. Don't change. Was paid on 10th December 19. That you change. Use your brains and tell me now. Listen now. You leave this. Story chapter. Story bolto. I have to pay sales tax of 10 rupees in year 1. I did not pay. Can I debit? No. Allowed on payment basis. That sales tax of rupees 10 of year 1, I paid in year 5. Allowed. Which year lo allowed? Now read and tell me what we should, what is happening. there was a sales tax outstanding of rupees 1.45 lakhs for financial year 15-16, which was paid in the current year. What will happen in the current year? What you should do? You should debit to P&L account. On which basis? Company also debited. So what we are supposed to do now? Right there, no adjustment, allowed as deduction on payment basis, already debited to P&L account, no adjustment. Shall we continue? Sure. Now adjustment number 1. Depreciation provided in the accounts as per straight line basis is 30 lakhs. As per income tax rules is 28 lakhs. The company made addition to machinery to the extent of 100 lakhs in June 2019. It was put to use in July 2019. Now listen. How much depreciation as per straight line basis? Depreciation given 30 lakhs. This is debited to in account. We will add under 1. Under which head? PGBP. Next. Normal depreciation how much? 20. This we will less under 2 under PGBP. Clear? I purchase a new plant and machinery worth 100 lakhs. Am I clear? Uspe, and it is put to use in July 2000. So full rate will come. Which rate? Full rate. Now listen. What is normal depreciation on 100 lakhs? 15%. Or 15 lakhs. Additional depreciation full rate 20%, 20 lakhs. Now listen, ICI assumes, what is this? This is on new machine. This is on your block. So government assumes, or ICI assumes, it 28 low, 15 is already included. In this 28 lakhs, what is included? 15 lakhs is already included. So nothing has to be done for normal depreciation. That 15 lakhs depreciation on the new asset is already included in 28 lakhs. So nothing has to be done. But we'll give you benefit for additional. This 20 lakhs will be under less 2 under PGBP. Am I clear with the logic? So net impact kya ho raha? I should add 30. I should deduct 48. I should add 30. I should deduct 48. If you take 15 also, your concept is wrong, because that's logical thinking. This 15 is on one asset, 28 is on entire block. That 15 is including 28, because question does not say that the depreciation has not been calculated. Question never says that. So it is assumed that 15 is included in this 28. Copy this if you want. And you have to calculate the income and tax liability. Be careful, surcharge concept also will come, because net profit is only 5 crores, 500 lakhs. Be careful with surcharge, either 7% or 12%. Exactly 10 minutes. My watch mein 4:50 ho raha. 5:5 I will be solving the answer. That should be the last answer of your module 3. With this, no, in the entire India, you go to any notes, any book, it will not be covered the way we covered. Exactly 15 minutes. Your time starts now. Please start doing. Thank you. The video is not completed. Please start doing, because I'll be solving the problem as well. But I'm giving you 15 minutes right now to solve. Right now you just solve, then I will solve, then check the answer. Working notes you do after completing the video. Share the working notes. Then I'll tell whether working notes are correct or not. Start please. I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. I hope it's done now. So let me try, and I'm just hoping that you guys get the correct answer. Everyone on the screen. Sure. Heading and all, you know, I'll not do the headings and all. Rupees in lakhs, and how many columns? 3 columns. Okay, let us start. Heading will be computation of tax liability of Seed Limited for assessment year 2021. Under that, PGBP. Under that, net profit. How much is net profit? Rupees in lakhs, 500. Less items credited to P&L account, add items debited to P&L account, then less, and then add. Okay, what do we have under items credited to P&L account? Nothing, right? So 0. 500 plus 0 gives you 500. Items debited, lo start. Depreciation as per straight line basis, 30. Second one, cash payment, total I want 8.25 cash payments. Next, 48 to 1 lakh. Next, MOA alteration 2. Next, political party 25. Am I clear till here? So 5 items will come. Take the total 66.25. Take the total to that now, 566.25. Depreciation 30 lakhs, cash payment 8.25, 48 to difference of 55 lakhs and 54 lakhs, that is 1 lakh. MOA alteration 2 lakhs, political party 25 lakhs. Less items, less 2. Normal depreciation 28, additional depreciation 20, and that scientific research 2.5. Scientific research 2.5, extra 150. And next, 50.5 total, you should minus 515.75 should be the answer. Add 2 में कुछ है? Add 2 में कुछ भी नहीं. Take the total, 515.75. This is your GTI. Less 80 GGB 25. 490 point. This is your taxable income. This is your taxable income. Am I clear till here? Okay, next. Now I am doing shortcut, you don't do in exam. Will surcharge apply? Surcharge, yes. So 30% plus 7% plus 4% cess. Give me the effective rate of tax. $33.384. Therefore, tax will be 33. Don't do like this in the exam. I am showing shortcut. Okay, you don't do in exam. Of 490.75. 163.198. Exact, huh? 163.83198. It will be rounded off to 163.83200. 83200. It is 1,63,83,198. It will be rounded off to 1,63,83,200 to the nearest multiple of 10 rupees. The other problems are with solutions, that is for your practice, but practice only when you are thorough with PGBP provisions, then only go through. Don't enter the stadium without any practice. First ball only will be hit wicket. Bouncer will be thrown by ECA, it will be hit wicket, and also you will be injured. So don't do that. This finally completes PGBP 14 lectures. This is covered as separate lecture. There was a technical issue with the recording, so this will be given as separate video. So 2 videos will be, you have to watch under lecture number 14. Okay, see you in the next lecture. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.